This is Scott, W2BLT, and welcome to the Morning Brew for Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025. This is net number 955. And just a couple announcements before we start tonight, right here on the EastCoast Reflector at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the TechNet. Please bring your technical-related amateur questions, and we'll see if we can straighten things out for you. And then we take general check-ins afterwards. I just want to remind everybody also that Thursday morning, 9 or 10 a.m., Roger and Randy have their 20-meter net on 14.317. Zoom room, I believe it's Ask the Elmer Week. That's at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, right here. If you have a question, whether you're an advanced to extra or whether you just got your license yesterday, please bring anything you'd like to know about in there, and you can ask it in the Zoom room, face-to-face, and get some good square answers. I'll be doing the first hour, then we're going to turn it over to K2 CMT, Mike in DeBerry, Florida, and we have Vicky KE8VKY on the log this morning. The question of the day was submitted by one of our participants here, and I think I'm going to make it a policy on my hour anyway to take questions from people who email us questions. There's a spot on the website where you can enter a question that you think would be appropriate for the Morning Brew, and as long as it's not too outlandish, why, we'll give her a go. Because I'm tired of trying to figure out a question at 20 to 7 in the morning. The question for today was submitted by Jim, KD3ATO, and it's, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee? And I got to be honest, when I got that question in my email, I had to do a little research on it, and it is a thing. And then we'll take general check-in, then we'll take our mobiles first. We have KD2NJV Wayne, K4GDS. We have KE0GKF, KE2EIO Michael, KD9YUZ Jimmy, KK6BCX, N5CHB Chuck, KD2ZJH Stephen, KA8BYU Roy, and VE3XTD Eric. All right, let's take mobiles. If you're mobile, please come with your call sign twice and slowly. Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November mobile. Kilo 4 Zulu Zulu KK4 KZZ mobile. Mobile, in and out only. November, Whiskey Bravo 4 Romeo Oscar November, WB4RON mobile. Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet, Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet mobile. Kilo 5 Alpha Lima. Kilo 5 Alpha Lima, Rocky in Fort Worth, Texas, in and out. KF8DGE, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Golf Echo, in and out. Just a moment. Steve in Tennessee, in and out, please. KF8DGE, Nick in Toledo, Ohio, was in and out. We had K5AL, Rocky in Fort Worth, Texas, was in and out. We had a KF6HDJ, Brent in Pensacola, Florida, was in and out. Then we had WB4RON, Ron, KK4KZZ, Martin, KZ4JN, Anders. I had a station in there that said mobile in and out only, coming through the Plattsburgh repeater. Could you give me your call sign again twice, please? This is November Juliet 1 Sierra. November Juliet 1 Sierra stroke mobile. Eric in Vermont, in and out only. Alrighty, Eric, we got you, and thanks for waking up that repeater up in Plattsburgh this morning. Have yourself a great day. Let's go to the top of this list. KZ4JN, Anders, Gainesville, Florida. Good morning, and do you drink or have you ever tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki. Thank you for running the net for us. I am a fun guy, but I do not drink mushroom coffee. I like mine way too much. So, no, I've never tried that. Hope everyone has a great day. This is KZ4JM. Back to you.
All right, thanks for joining us, Anders, and have a good day. KK4, KZZ, Mark in Satsuma, Florida. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to the Brew. Let's see. I've never tried mushroom coffee. Barely know what it is. I've seen a little bit of an advertisement of it. That's about it. So, no, I have not tried it. And I'll send it back. KK4KZZ. Have a great day. Thanks, Mark. You as well. Have a good day. WB4RON, Ron in Niagara Falls, New York. Good morning. That's Vicky and everybody at Brew. The answer would be no. I prefer my full juice. So we'll stick with that. WB4RON. Everybody have a safe day out there. All right, Ron, you as well. Appreciate you being here. That's it for the mobiles. Let me just acknowledge W2KDC Dennis via the text. Let's go to the top of this text check-in line. KC2NJV, Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning, Wayne. And have you ever tried or do you drink mushroom coffee?
Good morning, Scott. KC2NJV here. I, too, when I saw the question, I had to go look it up. I've never heard of it. And it sounds like green tea for coffee. And I have, no interest in ever trying it. So the answer is no. Have a great day.
Alrighty, Wayne. Yeah, like me, I didn't know it was a thing. But I guess I've been enlightened now. Thanks for joining us. K4GDS Gil down in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, Scott. Vicky in the Brew. I'm not sure if I like coffee. I'm not sure if it belongs together. No, I haven't tried it. I'm not sure I will. K4GDS, back to that.
All right, thanks, Gil. Maybe I'll buy a bag or some pods if they have them, and at the meet and greet this year, we'll all drink mushroom coffee. I don't know. Dick's not looking too happy about that right now. So, at any rate, thanks for joining us, Gil. KE0GKF, Jeff, Bellevue, Nebraska. Morning, Jeff.
Well, as long as they're not influential mushrooms that you're drinking at that meet and greet, that's all you need is everybody around here. I could just see all you guys hiring kites. Good morning, everyone. Jeff, Omaha, Nebraska. I'm into health stuff. I've got cinnamon in my coffee this morning. Chock full of antioxidants. Cinnamon, good for heart disease and things like that. But the whole mushroom coffee thing, I haven't tried it, so I really can't say, but if it's just, I think it's just smoke and mirrors is what I think it is. But I'll have to try it, but I don't see a big advantage to it. And I think the whole health thing is a bunch of smoke and mirrors, too. But that's just me. Everybody have a great morning. It's Taco Tuesday. Let's all have some savory and delicious tacos. Back to you, Scotty boy.
Thanks, Jeff. Have yourself a fine one. KE2EIO, Michael in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody. I think this mushroom coffee is kind of like pet rocks or fidget spinners, just another fad. I like my coffee, and I like what I like. So I don't think I'll ever try it. It's KE2EIO 73 to everybody, and back to net control. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and have a good day. Oh, this is you BLT, and we're in for some fun today. KD9 YUZ, Jimmy in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky, and everybody listening on the Brew there. I love mushrooms, but this just definitely doesn't sound appealing to me at all. So I'm going to have to say not only no, but never. Everybody have a blessed day. KD9YUZ.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. And just a reminder to everybody, if you don't like today's question, by golly, submit a question. And like I say, from now on, I'm going to use submitted questions because that's what the people that check in want to hear. KK6 BCX, Kenneth in Kingman, Arizona. Good early morning, Kenneth.
Well, good morning, Scott and Vicky. You can put me down as a no for that. Why anybody would make coffee out of that vile weed? Yeah, but put me down as a no. KK6 BCX, back to net.
Vile weed. That's beautiful. Have a good day, Kenneth, and thanks for joining us. N5CHB, Chuck in Sugarland, Texas. Morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Brewsters. Mushrooms in your coffee? Why? Back to you, N5CHB.
Thanks, Chuck, but it doesn't sound like there's any coffee in there. I think I'm guessing it's like making tea. You take the mushrooms, and I'm going to have to research this further. They got my interest peaked now. Thanks for joining us, Chuck. Next up, KD2ZSH, Stephen in Brooklyn, New York. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. I've seen it advertised, but I have to say no. I don't think I will try it. I use a company called Free Reign, and they have blends called American Dirt. I just love it, and that's what I'm sticking to. Everybody have a great day. This is KD2ZJH, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Stephen. Have yourself a good one. Next up, KA8BYU, Roy in Blaisdell, New York. Tell me, Roy, do they drink mushroom coffee down there in Blaisdell?
I don't know if anybody else does, but I sure don't. I don't drink coffee because it tears my stomach up unless it's like 95% milk. So at that point, it's like, why bother? But this one guy said to the waiter in the restaurant, "Waiter, my coffee tastes like mud." The waiter goes, "Geez, I don't understand it, sir. It was ground this morning."
Oh boy, we'll have to get the EastCoast Reflector hook after you. Thanks for have a good day. Next up, VE3XTD, Eric in Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Eric, and do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Well, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody. No, on both counts, and I don't think there's any in my freezer. Not unless Mandrake the Magician waves his wand over it and makes it into magic mushroom coffee. I don't know, and I'm not going to try that either.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us. You have yourself a good day. And I did You know, when I first saw this question, I actually had to go to Amazon and look, and lo and behold, there's several different varieties and many vendors, and I don't know. I guess I'm missing out on something. Next up, W2 KDC, Dennis in Dansville, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew. Mushrooms are meant to be sautéed and put on steaks or breaded and deep fried. They're not meant to be made into coffee. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I tried it, never heard of it, and definitely not going to do it. W2 KDC, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Dennis, and you have yourself a good day. We'll take a couple more here before we take the radio check-ins. Let's go to N0LUV, David in Houston, Texas. Good morning, David, or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Well, good morning, sir. I've seen it. I have not tried it, so I don't know. I guess I'm just not a fun guy.
Okay, thanks, David. I appreciate you joining us. Next up, W2RBC, Randy in West Seneca, New York, one of our team members here at the East Coast Reflector. Randy, you got to give me a yes. They're killing me this morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. I've seen advertisements for mushroom coffee, but have never tried it. I'll stick with grinding my own coffee beans, though. So definitely it's a no. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Alrighty, thanks, Randy. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Let me just acknowledge one here. We had K1 or KI6 KQO Zachary in Kissimmee, Florida was in. Who else do we have out there looking to join us this morning? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf, November. Tim, Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet, Kilo
7, Alpha Delta Oscar.
4 PPX, 3-4 November 2 Bravo Hotel on 2BH.
Not sure if I made it in there. KF6, HJ, Kilo Foxtrot 6, Hotel Delta Juliet, mobile and short on time.
November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo. Hello, Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Alpha Alpha 5 Golf India Kilo Foxtrot 4 Mobile Alpha Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile.
Mobile in and out.
Alright.
November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo. November 2, India, Sierra, Kilo.
Alright, let's hold it up there for just a moment. I'll recognize who we have here, and we'll figure out who we didn't get. We got N2ISK, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Alpha 5, Julia Whiskey, James. We had KC3FGD, Ray. N4RHE, Roger. N2BH, W4PX, Don. We had a KF6HDJ in the mobile, Brent. And we had VE3TGN, Tim in Windsor. And we had a couple here. I got one that ended in Papa Tango November, 4 station, PTN. Could you come back with your call sign twice, please?
Kilo 4, Papa Tango November.
All right, we got you that time, Robert. Had one that ended in Alpha Delta Oscar, ADO. It was a 7 call. Could you come back with that, please?
Kilo Mike 7, Alpha Delta Oscar. Kilo Mike 7, Alpha Delta Oscar.
Ready, Christopher? And we had one that began with KF4 station. Could you come back, please?
Alpha Charlie Bravo, KF4, ACB in Tennessee.
All right, thank you.
Foxtrot 4.
Is there anyone else that
India.
we didn't acknowledge? Please come with your call sign twice.
82 VU. 82
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Victor Golf India. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Victor Golf India, in and out.
KE2 FLO, KE2 FLO, mobile in and out.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there, recognizing KE2FLO. Mike, right here in Buffalo, was in and out. Thanks for joining us. And KF4 VGI here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, was in and out. Then we had KD2 VNU, Derby Dan. We had a W5 VEO, Doug, via the text line. Let's go to the top of this list. We got to run a couple mobiles here. KF6 HD in Pensacola, Florida. Good morning. And the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Gotta be quick here. No, I have not, and to be honest, it sounds like something that my ex-girlfriend might try and slip into my coffee and hope that it won't show up on a talk screen. Have a great day, everybody. KF6DJ.
Thanks, Brent. Glad we were able to get with you. See, we got a couple more mobiles here. W4 PPX, Don, Hollywood, Florida. Good morning.
Hey, Morng, Scott. Everybody in the Brew crew this morning. Regular mushroom or magic mushroom, none of that in my coffee, that's for sure. Just for you. Hope everybody has a great day. W4 PPX, back to you, Scott.
All right, thanks, Don. Have a good day. James in Spring, Texas, AA5JW in the mobile. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Brew crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. James in Spring, mobile into Houston for work today. It's going to be a little cloudy and a little muggy, but that's okay. I'll take it over the rain. To the question at hand, I have never tried mushroom coffee. I tried mushroom tea once when I was in college. Things got a little weird. Would not recommend. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
Right. Have a good day, James, and safe travels there. KI6 KQO, Zachary in Kissimmee, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the Brew crew. You can go ahead and put me down for a no on the mushroom coffee. I can clearly remember. Everybody have a blessed day. Back to net, KI6KQO.
All right, thanks, Zachary. Have a great day. VE3TGN, Tim, up in Win.
I go with my son, Tim Horns, but there's nothing like that in the coffee. And it's just, have a good night, and thanks for being there. Something for you all.
Well, thanks for joining us, Tim. We appreciate it. Next up, a KK4 PTN. Robert in Benton, Tennessee. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome, and do you ever drink or have you tried mushroom coffee? KK4 PTN. Are you still with me? Well, I'll come back to him in a minute. He gave me his call sign twice. KM7 ADO Christopher in Oregon City, Oregon. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody in the Brew crew. I've never tried mushroom coffee. I actually tried the mushroom tea when I was a teenager quite a few years ago, and again, like the other gentleman, I don't recommend it. Just actually purchased from Amazon some Rise mushroom coffee, so I'm going to try that out when it gets here this morning. This is KM7, back to net control.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining us, Christopher, and have a good day. We're going to try one more time for that station, Kilo 4, Papa Tango November. Robert, are you with me still? And 2BH, one of our team members, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, Bill, Palmyra, New York. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody. Until I saw this question, I never even heard of mushroom coffee, so my answer is no. N2BH.
All right, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you joining us, and have a good day. And for RHE, Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Top of the morning, Roger.
WQBLT, and the rest of the day to yourself, handsome Scott, and clever cousin Vicky, November 4, Romeo Teleco, no, not coffee. Way back in the 70s, we used to ride our motorcycles up into the mountain meadows after a rain and go find cow pastures and pick psilocybin mushrooms right out of the cow dung or cow patty. Put them in a Ziploc, take them back home, wash them thoroughly, and then mix them with fresh lime juice. The adventures of my youth, Scott. And the only NFL team that plays in the Empire State got a B- grade with their draft picks. The Dolphins also received B- grade. November 4, Roger, ham enthusiast. Return to net. Okay, it's 2:34 CSA. Well, I've got my lady from Colonial that came down last night, spent the night, and it was big, so I could get some.
Well, all right, Roger. Thanks for joining us, and by golly, just keep in mind, he was drafted at the bottom of the list. Nobody gave him a shot at anything, but, what are you going to do? Have a good day. Next up, KC3FGD, Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, and I got to say that I think anybody that eats that scrapple stuff just might have tried mushroom coffee. Good morning, Ray. KC3FGD, are you with me, Ray?
Yeah, Scott, and here I am, having trouble with that Manchester repeater. I'm probably tying you up there. Hey, I have not tried mushroom coffee. Coffee has high in antioxidants, and so does mushrooms, so I'm thinking it's pretty good for you. I'm going to have to go out and find some and give it a try. Hey, everyone, have a wonderful day. Back to next control.
Alrighty, thank you, Ray. Have yourself a great day and appreciate you joining us as always. This is W2BLT. Next up, KF4HCB, Gary in Harrogate, Tennessee.
Good morning from the volunteer state. It is KF4ACB, and I go by either Terry or Ed, either one. And no to having ever tried mushroom coffee. I'm pretty open-minded feller usually, so I might try it if I ever had the opportunity, just see what it tastes like. I understand it's ground mushrooms mixed with regular coffee, and then made like regular coffee, so nothing too exotic about it really. I like mushrooms. I might actually enjoy the flavor, I don't know, but I would probably try it if I had the opportunity.
You know, Terry, I'd be open to testing that out myself. I don't think that would be a awful taste, but I'm not looking forward to it, I think. Have a great day. Next up, N2ISK, Bob down in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Good morning, Bob. Have you ever tried or do you drink mushroom coffee?
Okay, good morning all. Not mushroom coffee. However, I have found something called Inca, which is a coffee substitute. I believe it's Polish. It's made of a grain and wheat. If you make it the same as your coffee, it's like instant coffee. And it's actually quite good. Without the caffeine. What else? No, I never had scrambled up. Maybe someday. And so anyway, have a good day and enjoy ice cream.
Alrighty, Bob. No, it is. And, most beverages that are made with grains are pretty good. Next up, W5VEO, Doug in Lubbock, Texas, via the text line. Good morning, Doug.
Yeah, good morning to all in the brew crew there. I'm actually going through Echolink this morning. My local input from the 440 is down, I guess, for the system. And no, I have not tried a mushroom coffee. Have not even heard of it. And eat mushrooms on a few things, but I don't know if I had want it in my coffee there. We'll say 73, and good morning to all, W5V.
All right, thanks, Doug. There's got to be somebody out there drinking it. Let's go to KD2 VNU, Derby Dan in Derby, New York. One of our team members here. Good morning, Dan.
Well, good morning, Scott. I don't know, it just sounds like somebody went out in the backyard and dug out something. It doesn't sound appealing to me. Wishing everybody a good day. Turn it back to net. KD2 VNU.
All right, thanks, Dan. Have a good day. Let me acknowledge a couple more here. We got KE2ARC Ron, WB2JPQ Dick, and N8ZFH Terry in Woodhaven. Who else do we have out there this morning looking to join us? Oh, let me acknowledge KE8SMN as well via the text line. Who else do we have out there looking to join us this morning? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Alpha 5 Golf Sierra Sierra Mobile. Kilo Alpha 5 Golf Sierra Sierra Mobile. Delta 2 November Lima Mobile. KD2NL Mobile. Victor Alpha Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. KD2, POB, Kilo Bravo 2, PO, Papa Oscar Bravo, Mobile.
November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
WA2DAN. WA2DAN. I'll be in and out. November 9, Echo Hotel Tango, and 9 EHT. Good morning, in and out.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there for just a moment. Before I go any further, the KK7 station in there, could you come back with your call sign twice, please?
Kilo 7 Delta Yankee. Kilo 7 Delta Yankee.
Alright, thank you, Clark. Let me acknowledge who else we have here. We had, via the text, we had K8BAC, we had N9EHT, Doug in New Caney was in and out. WA2DAN, Dan in Sayville was in and out. We had N1 CBM, Carlos via the text. We had N1 WE Collierville, KD2 POB, Ann in West Orange, New Jersey. Is that a good call sign? KD2 Papa Oscar Bravo. KD2 POB. Is that a good call sign or KB2?
KB2 POB Kilo Bravo to Papa Oscar Bravo.
We got you, Patrick. Then we had KA2MAT Joe, VA3CRF Burn, KD2NL Chip, KK7DY, KA5GSS Chip. And I acknowledge the rest. Let's go to, we got Chip in the Mobile in Cincinnati, New York, KB2NL. Good morning. And the question of the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning to the rest of the net. No, I've never tried mushroom coffee. I'll say 73 and back to you, KD2NL Mobile.
All right, thanks, Chip. Have a good day. And by the way, the question this morning was submitted by Jim, KD3ATO. And, interesting question. KE2ARC, Ron in Sydney Center, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody else on the net. Yeah, I love to eat mushrooms themselves, but seeing them not a coffee drinker put me down for no for the mushroom coffee. Have a good day, KE2ARC, back to net.
All right, thanks, Ron. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next up, Dick, the Godfather in Eaton, New York, WB2JPQ. Good morning.
Morning. Vic. Yeah, for no, I had never heard of it. Don't care to know anything about it. Doesn't even sound good. Why ruin a good cup of Dunkin' Donut coffee? I get a couple of announcements. If you do, as Scott mentioned earlier, if you do submit morning brew questions, there's a place on our website to do it. Please do it from there. Don't send them to individuals. We can keep track if you would. Send it to the website. The Contact Us tab. Go to the Contact Us tab, and then you will see there's a whole list of different places for different events that we have. So please use it under the morning brew so it goes into the right category. We're getting quite a few. I got several today, and I can just forward them to the next controllers. One other thing, that's something new on Facebook, and it's coming out in the newsletter. We added a help trouble line, a telephone number, 716-427-4142. I'm thinking that's going to cut down on some emails in the morning. I get emails. I'm in Florida. What repeater can I get into the morning brew on? It takes 4 or 5 email exchanges to go back and forth. I figure if I can talk to the individual, it'll be much better. So all that information's on the website and in the newsletter. So it's an active phone number that it will come to some of us. And if we can't answer, it'll of course go to voicemail, but I think it'll expedite. Thank you, Scott. This is WB2JPQ.
Thanks, Dick, and have a good day. Appreciate it. N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. And just yesterday, my wife was mentioning that she'd like to try it. So I'll probably give it a try, too. But I do like the regular coffee. I don't even like chicory in coffee. I happen to have a beignet, and that isn't very often. Don't head down there very often. But I'll try almost anything once. Please check me on out. N8ZFH, back to net.
All right, thanks, Gary. And you're going to have to let us know now. When you do try it, you're going to have to just come in and let us know what you thought of it. I'd be interested. Have a good day. KE8SMN, Jeff in Rochester, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everyone on the brew. This is KE8SMN. Blah. My answer is no. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. I'm wondering if it's a regional thing or something. I don't know. We got a lot of regions so far this morning. Haven't found any takers. KA5 GSS, Shane in Beaumont, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. This is KA5 GSS Mobile. No, I don't believe I'm going to try that. Haven't never even heard of it, honestly. And I didn't know it was a thing. But no, sir. Can't see myself trying it, and hope
Say, KA5GSS, back to main control. 7-3, everybody. Alrighty, have a good day, Shane. Thanks for joining us. This is W2BLT. Next up, KK7DY, Clark, out in Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning, Clark.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. No, I've never tried mushroom coffee, but I'm an adventurous spirit. I'd consider it. Back to the net. KK7DY.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, Clark, and have a good day. Next up, our buddy Vern, VA3CRF up in Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew crew. Thanks. Out for a walk this morning. It's already up into the 60s. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. Scott, for my answer, I would like to quote Dr. Zeus. Mushroom coffee in a cup? I would not, could not drink it up. Not in a cup, not in a mug. I think I'd rather eat a slug. Short answer is no, Scott. Hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for doing it. VA3CRF.
Thank you, Vern. I never knew you were a poet as well. And I gotta tell you, you know, for being such a lopsided question, I'm having fun. Thanks for joining us, Vern. Next up, KA2MAT, Joe down in Hazlet, New Jersey. Good morning, Joe.
Yes, good morning to you. And that poet was right on. No, I'm official no on the mushroom. Now, it also should be known I get from Amazon a 40-pack of assorted coffees. So I would like to try, most of the most popular ones. I've never even seen that listed anyplace. So this is a first for me. So thanks for that. So, maybe is no. I'll go back to no. I'm sticking with no.
Alrighty, Joe. You have yourself a great day, and thanks for being here. Let's go to KB2, POB, Patrick, Mastic, New York. Good morning. KB2, POB, are you still with me, Patrick?
Hey, good morning, everybody. I do drink mushroom coffee. I drink Mud Water, the brand, if anyone wants to look into that. KB2, POB, back to net.
Attaboy, Patrick, the first yes of the morning. Thank you for joining us from the bottom of my heart. Have a good day. Oh, we found one that drinks it. So, N1WEB, Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. Good morning, Webb.
Thank you, Scott. Good evening to the net. Good morning to the net. No, you can put me down as a no. That last one kind of threw me off when Patrick said he said that. I was ready to say, I don't think anyone's going to say yes, but I just started doing some research on it. It seems like it's got some upswing in the popularity in the North America. So who knows? Maybe it'll become a thing. But put me down for a no. N1WEP, back to net.
Thank you, Webb. Maybe we're doing a public service here and bringing mushroom coffee to the forefront. Never knows. Thanks for joining us. N1CBM, Carlos, the host of our Aeronautical Mobile Nets every once in a while down in Hollywood, Florida. Good morning, Carlos.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody else. This might land me in a little bit of trouble, but it's no for me. I don't like to ruin a good old cup of Joe with salad material. for people that follow that trend and like it. Don't tell me that's a health benefit, when you add them both together, because I like mushrooms on a pizza and on a salad, but not on my coffee. So I get the benefits from both. Back to you, Scott. Have a great day in CBM.
Carlos, you're certainly not hurting my feelings. Appreciate what you do. Let me acknowledge some text check-ins here, and then we'll take some radio check-ins, and I'll run what I can. We had K8BAC Al up in Britain, Michigan, N6 QDY David, KD3ATQ Jim, KY4MB Scott, W2PUT Dan, WP4VW Milton, and KM4WZD Joe. Let me take Al here because he was in on the batch before, and I just never went to him yet. K8CL, one of our hosts here on the Morning Brew. Good morning, Al.
Well, good morning, Scott. Everybody on the Brew crew. Happy No Longer Monday. As far as the question goes, no. My partner in crime at work, the morning shift supervisor, he was drinking it and raving about it, and all of a sudden he developed some very, very severe digestive problems. I thought maybe he was something. Found out it was that mushroom coffee. It took him about 3-4 weeks to get over it. And, that was a shot at Gus Bow. That's the last thing I need, so I just stay away from it. Coffee. Have a great day. See you tomorrow morning. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Al. Nothing like a good cup of chocolate, I tell you. Alrighty, who else do we have? I'll run these text check-ins after we get the list going. We got out there looking to join us this morning. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
November 9, Bravo Motel.
Mobile.
In 9
Good morning.
BBM. Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform, K4KU. N5GI, November 5, Golf, India.
A hotel, K04RAH, in and out. Good morning.
Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor.
Good morning,
Bravo
this
8,
is K6LNI,
Chris.
Kilo 6 Lima, India. Good morning, and I will be in and out.
Kilo Echo 4, India Foxtrot, India. In and out.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Alpha Lima.
KQ4 ZNZ, Kilo Quebec 4 Zulu November Zulu, in and out.
Good morning, Chris. KE8FFC, Kilo Edward, Year 8, Sierra, X-Ray, Tango, in and out.
All right, let me pick it up there. Recognizing from the bottom up, we had KE8 SXT. Chris, looks like you're new to the system. Welcome, you were in and out. Appreciate you joining us. We had KQ4 ZNZN. John in Athens, Alabama was in and out. We had W2AJR via the text. KI5WAL for Robert. KE4 IFI, Bill in Lexington, South Carolina was in and out. K6LNI, Lancelot in Hayward, California was in and out. K04RAH, Ray in Huntsville was in and out. Then we had N5GI, Rick, K4KU, Jason, W7OMH, Mike in Wading River was in and out. We had N9, a BBM, Nathan in Chicago, Illinois. Let's go to the top of this list and run them. This is W2BLT. Let's go to N6QDY, David in Sacramento, California. Good morning, and the question of the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew at 6QY near Sacramento. No, I have not, but I would object to trying it at least once. So, anyways, everybody have a great day. Back to Net Control at 6QY.
Well, thank you. And next up, the originator of this question, I believe, KD3ATQ, Jim in Easton, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the group. Yes, I have tried and do drink mushroom coffee. I was introduced to it. One of the benefits that is touted is that it reduces inflammation, and I have a pretty good case of osteoarthritis. And I must say, a cup of the mushroom coffee in the morning, it does help. They make mushroom coffee, which has the Arabic regular coffee mixed in with it if you want your caffeine, and then they make a chicory mushroom coffee for those that prefer a no caffeine drink. But it works for me. It's interesting that no one else has tried it. Back to the net. This is KD3ATQ.
Well, thanks for the question, Jim. It certainly has been an interesting one this morning. And what better market research could any company want or anything like that than the Morning Brew? You joining us. Next up, KY4NB, Scott in Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew crew, and Brother Radley listening there this morning. And I always want bacon and eggs in the morning when I talk to you, Scott. Hi. Well, let's see. The answer to the question is I have put mushroom powder in coffee and tried that, a particular brand of mushroom, reishi mushrooms. But anyway, not sure if I could tell anything, but it didn't hurt anything. Didn't do it long term. I'm still waiting on the psychedelic mushroom coffee, Scott. That should do the trick and get everybody drinking it. Thanks for the net this morning. Thanks to Miss Vicky and the Godfather and everybody behind the scenes that makes it all work. KY4NB, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Scott. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, W2PUT, one of our team members, Dan up in Milan, Michigan. Good morning, Dan.
I got a gorgeous morning here in Milan. Just spending a few minutes out back enjoying my car. Well, it's nice out. And I'm going to go with things that I will never do for 1,000, Scott. And the answer is drink mushroom coffee. Back to you, W2PUT.
Now I am going to bring some mushroom coffee to the meet and greet. There's no question about it. Thanks for joining us, Dan. Appreciate all you do. Next up, Milton, WP4VW, down near Houston, Texas. Good morning, Milton.
Buenos días, mi amigo. To you, Vicky, the rest of the Brew crew, and everybody listening, WP4 Victor Whiskey. I am going to say yes. I got introduced to a brand who mixes chocolate, mushroom coffee, and all the stuff. And I was reading into the great properties that it does have. And I do have some inflammation issues and all the stuff. And with a great regime, I think in 3 weeks of drinking it, everything has been working out pretty well. For the rest of the day, going back to the field office at Good morning. And have a great day. 7-3, everybody. WP4BW.
Alrighty, Milton. Thank you very much, and I'm glad to hear that it works for inflammation. Now I might try it. That's going to do it for me, folks. I got to tell you, this is one of the most interesting questions I've ever asked on here. But my time is up, and thank you for yours. I'm going to turn it over to Mike at K2CMT. Him and Vicky will take you out for the last hour here. This is W2BLT. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you tonight on the TechNet. So here's Mike.
Well, thank you, Scott. Interesting question it is. I had to do a little Googling to find out just how serious it was going to be, and quite a bit of information out. But sure, nothing to laugh about. A little bit of Chinese medicine involved. So check it out in your spare time, folks. Next up is Joe from Claremont, Florida. KM4WZD. Good morning, Joe.
Well, hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning to Vicky. Good morning to the crew. I have not tried it, but I'm willing to give it a go. Sounds like it's got some positive properties to it. And, how bad can it be? Mom always said it's important to try new things. Everybody take care. 7-3s, have the best Tuesday possible. It's KM4 WZD, back to net.
So your mom's always right. You know that. Thank you, Joe, for being here. Nathan in Chicago, N9BBM. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, my friend, and everyone on the Brew crew. I have never tried mushroom coffee, but I might try it. Who knows? Hope everyone has a great Tuesday morning. It's good to hear everyone. Back to net control at 9 BBM.
Well, remember one thing, Nathan, if you find it at Starbucks, they will have figured out a way to raise the price again. So there's always a chance, but you can do it just a cup at a time that way. Next up, let me see who is up. Jason, Atlanta, Georgia, K4KU.
Yeah, good morning, everybody on Brew. And it's a nice morning here, but I do not include mushroom coffee in that morning. That just, yeah, I'm not a fan of mushrooms. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. This is K4KU, back to net control.
Thank you for being here today, Jason. Rick in the Villages of Florida, N5GI. Good morning, Rick.
Well, good morning, Mike, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. It's a lovely day, 72 degrees here in the Villages, clear skies. I'll have to say no to the question. I prefer the good old Juan Valdez Colombian coffee. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. 73s, hope everybody has a great day. N5GI, back to net.
Sounds like a good plan, Rick. Thank you for being here today. Next up is Robert from Conroe, Texas, KI5WAL.
It's KI5WAL. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you for hosting the net. I lived in South America, Colombia, with a company I was there for 5 years.
Robert, you were a little broken up with packet loss there. Can you come back with your answer? Just your answer alone. Yes or no? Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Andy in Chickamauga, New York, W2HAR.
Good morning, Mike. Everybody on the Brew crew? Nope, never tried mushroom coffee. I don't like regular coffee that much. Now, maybe if they have mushroom tea, I might give that a whirl. Thank you, Mike. 7-3, everybody. Have a great day.
Well, I'm a betting man, Andy, so I'm pretty sure that if they can put it in coffee, they can put it in tea. Bill from I always stumble over this word. I don't know. Talahagua, Oklahoma, N5JOJ.
Okay, it's like telephone, Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the capital of the Cherokee Nation on the Cherokee Reservation. There you go. But anyhow, top of the morning to everyone on the Brew crew, and we're having a lot of storms here in Oklahoma. There could be a lot of severe weather, not only here, but in other states, looks like. So we'll see what today holds, but everyone keep weather-wise for sure there. And to answer the question, I've never had mushroom coffee. I drink alfalfa tea now and again, but I'm not opposed to trying it. I just never had the opportunity. So there you go. I drink a cold brew coffee all day long. I like that. I like cold brew coffee. Anyhow, everyone have a super day and stay weather-wise. And 5JOJ back to net control.
Tahlequah it is. Thank you, Bill. KI5PMI, the other Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Everybody on the Brew. Put me down in the know. I don't drink the mushroom coffee. So, don't know exactly what it's doing today. Don't think the weather does either, so it was a great day. KI5PMI. Back to net.
Thank you for joining us, Bill. And no, I don't think the weather has any idea what it's going to do. We got a rain here yesterday for at least 10 whole minutes. And I looked at the radar, and there's only one little green dot on top of my home. And the rest of the state was clear. So I guess I was the lucky one. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of joining us, time to bring on some new blood. New stations wishing to get on board. Come now, please, twice as slowly.
This is KD2 IUI Kilo Delta 2 Yankee Uniform Yankee. Kilo 4 Oscar Sierra. Kilo 4 Oscar Sierra.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. KF8 CWF.
KB3 VPK. KB3 VPK.
For OSU, not for Ohio State University. Go Badgers.
Kilo 5 Mike Papa Hotel. K5 MPH in and out. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Echo Link Opal in and out. Good morning, everyone. Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. In and out.
KDLV, Kilo Bravo, Papa, Lima Victor, in and out.
Control here is Kilo Golf 8 Julia Lima. Kilo Golf 8 Julia Lima. In and out, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let's hold up there. Let me acknowledge these stations. KG8JL Jason, Plains, Ohio. KC2PLV Steve in Raleigh, North Carolina. Both in and out. Thank you for waving a hand, boys. K2AAC Art in Tonawanda. KJ5DXB Frank in Sugar Land, Texas. A couple of more in and outers. KD5ZPT, Paul, and MPH, Michael in Brownsville, Texas. Thank you, boys. N4OSU, Jerry in Fort Lauderdale. KB3VPK, Mary in Easton, Pennsylvania. KF8CWF, Brian in Warren, Michigan. K4OS, Mike in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. KD2YUY, Charles in Syracuse, New York. And KC2JPG, Frank in Lancaster, New York. Let me pick up my mobiles first. Charles in Syracuse, KD2YUY. Question of the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. Put me down as a no. Once I heard somebody say that Superman had his kryptonite, and I have mushrooms. Don't do mushrooms. 73, all back to net control. UI.
Thank you, Charles. Brian in Warren, Michigan, mobile. KF8CWF.
Morning, Brew Crew. Never had a chance to try the mushroom coffee, but I do like mushrooms. I love mushroom soup, so I would say I'd try it, but haven't to this date yet. Have a good day. KF8CWF. Back to net control.
And my last mobile on this list, W8RO Roy in Lavanya, Michigan. Good morning. W8ROY, you still with me, Roy? Come back to Roy one more time at the end of this list. Let me go to KC2JPQ, Frank in Lancaster, New York. Frank, have you ever drank or hope to drink mushroom coffee?
Good morning, Mike and everybody. No, I can't say I ever drank it or heard of it until it up on Amazon when Scott was mentioning they sell it on Amazon. And there's a ton of varieties. But you know, Vern, he said it best, that poem, that was very good. Good one, Vern. Mike, no do for me. And looks like it's going to be a rainy day, supposedly coming in, but who knows? And that KC2JPQ.
Thank you, Frank. Next up is Mike from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, K4OS. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike, and everybody on the net. 76 balmy degrees this morning. All is well. No mushroom coffee for me, Mike. Of course, it's closed down for you today. Hi. Anyway, have a great day. Appreciate the shout out, and everyone have a great day. K4OS.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for being here. And got a couple more weeks, I think, before I can get back on the courses, and then I got to determine whether or not it's too hot or not. Mary in Easton, PA. My nooner dude and girl, KB3VPA.
Good morning, everybody. Never tried it. Didn't hear about it. Looked it up on Amazon like others. There's a lot of varieties. One even advertised cordyceps fungus in it. That could be the last of us. Back to you, Mike. KV3 VPK.
Yeah, Mary, I like to keep my funguses limited to my toenails where I can keep an eye on them. You know, it's always good to keep an eye on your funguses. Jerry, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, N4OSU.
Everybody, no is my answer to that. I guess that mushroom coffee goes along with wacky tobacco. You sit down and have a cup of mushroom coffee and a stick of wacky tobacco. N4 OSU. We're done.
Grow your own mushrooms.
I tell you, Jerry, you're just thinking too hard there, son. This is the clinical version, medicinal value, and the other stuff is falls under entertainment. Michael, Brownsville, Texas, was in and out. Let me get him and Paul off my board and go to Frank in Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB.
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Mike, to Vicky, and everybody out there. I would be a no too. Thank you very much for the check-in. Everybody have a great day. KJ5DXB, back to you, Mike.
Thank you for being here this morning, Frank. Art in Tonawanda, New York, K2AAC. Good morning, Art. K2AAC, are you still with me, Art? Well, let's move along. KC2PLV, Steve was in and out. Steve, if you're still listening, can you confirm your call sign? Not hearing anything, let's move right along. Roy, W8ROY, in Livonia, Michigan. Good morning to you, sir.
Well, good morning, and thanks for coming back to me a second time. I switched over to Echolink in case there was an issue with that GM repeater. Put me down for a no on the coffee. I'll pass and let everybody else have a taste test. Everybody have a great day. Back to net control, W8ROY.
Thank you for joining us, Roy. Next up is Dan from Kuntz, Texas, KD5RRJ. Good morning, Dan.
This is KD5RRJ, and I missed the question, but I think I may have kind of pieced it together, and it may have something to do with mushroom coffee. I have never heard of such a thing. I don't mind mushrooms in a soup or on a pizza, but I don't think I would really enjoy mushroom coffee. But that's just me thinking. I would be willing to give it a try and see if it was a thing. But I have not had it and never heard of it until today. This is KD5RRJ. Back to net.
Well, Dan, up to speed, it is dry powder additive added to coffee for medicinal purposes. It's supposed to reduce inflammation and other things. Google it. Something new that you can learn today. I did, and I'm not any better off for it. I still recommend it. Reading about it, that is. Next up is Doug from Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG.
And my answer would be no, and I will not make any comments, pro or con, in case I trip myself up. Everybody have a good day. WA8CLG, back to you, Mike.
Doug, where is the fun in playing it safe? You know, sometimes you just got to get in there and see what you can shake up. Thank you for being here, buddy. Robert in Deltona, Florida, my neighbor, KJ4ZFM. Good morning, Robert.
Wow, good morning. Good morning to the crew there, and I hope everybody is having a blessed day. Beautiful outside. I'm actually getting ready to go out on the front porch there and have a nice cup of coffee. I'm not sure about the question, to be honest. I just came in. If it was an additive or something, I don't think I would want to. I don't think I'd like to deal with anything with mushrooms except for, like someone said, on pizza or maybe in a soup. Everyone have a blessed day, and thank you, and everyone be safe. KJ4ZFM.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Robert. Next up is Jason from Milwaukee, Oregon, KK7ZSH. Good morning, Jason. Early morning to you.
Brew Crew 73 to all. Put me down for no on the mushroom additives to coffee. I don't even drink coffee, so it's definitely it. Everybody have a great morning. KK7ZSH.
Thank you for joining us this morning so early. W2SAL, my buddy Sal in Chickawaga, New York. Good morning, Sal.
Good morning, Mike and Vicky and the rest of the Brew Crew and listeners. Put me down for an emphatic no. If it's not coffee, forget it. I can't even do the dark roast. I got to do the regular good stuff. So with that, I'll kick it back to you, sir. I hope you guys have a great day. It's balmy 70 degrees here up here in Cheektowaga, so enjoy. W2SAL, back to net control.
Thank you, Sal, for being here. Let me bring one out there in our listening audience at 8 o'clock is the TechNet. This is Tuesday, TechNet night. And also, in a couple of weeks, we'll have a team of representatives from ECR showing up at Hamvention in Xenia, and hope that any of you that are heading that way will make a point of stopping by our table and shaking a hand, do a meet and greet, and put an eyeball to the names and the voices you've been hearing all these years. In the meantime, let's bring on some new customers. New stations wishing to join us, come now please twice and slowly.
Kilo India 4, Zulu, Kilo Echo. Kilo India 4, Zulu, Echo. CJM, W2, CJM.
KC1 QPL, KC1 QPL.
KJ7, I, Juliet 7, India, Juliet Uniform Mobile.
Kilo Alpha 2, Echo, Echo Uniform, KA2EEU. Whiskey Bravo 5, India Tango, Tango, WB5ITT.
2, Golf, Golf. Papa 2, Golf, Golf. Doug, in now, please. Charlie 8, Kilo Juliet Oscar. Kilo Charlie 8, Kilo Juliet Oscar, Mobile.
QA2, reject QA2.
W2 KJV.
Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Sierra Uniform. Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Sierra Uniform.
Kilo Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey. Kilo Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey. In and out.
Traffic NERWF. In and out.
Okay, let's hold up there. It's getting long enough. Let me acknowledge N8RWF, Bill. KJ5IMW, Robert. N0RNE, Jeff. KE2CSU, Paul. KQ8U, Bob. KC8KJO, Thomas. W2KJB, Tony. The facilitators. NP2GG, Doug. WB5ITT, Tris. KA8KA2EEU, Scott. KJ7IJU, Sean. Portland. KC1QP, John. W2 Charles. KO4FRR, Joe, one of our system facilitators, and Jeff at the top of the list, K8QP. Let me pick up my mobile stations first. Sean in Portland, Oregon, KJ7IJU. Good morning, Sean. Question of the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning, everyone on the brew. Hope everyone's morning's going well. Answer the question. I have tried it, but no, I do not drink it. Not a fan. I like my regular... Yep, I will go ahead and hand it back to you. I'm on the way to work. Hope everyone else has a wonderful day. 70 degrees all. Thanks for having me. KJ7IJU, listening.
Well, Sean, I'll give you kudos for trying it. That's the important part. That was the question. Have you ever, do you drink it or have you tried it? And thank you for the yes answer. Let's go to another mobile. Thomas in Memphis, Michigan, KC8KJO.
KTO, good morning to the Brew crew and everybody out there in Richmond. I have not tried mushroom coffee. It just does not appeal to me. It's going to be a nice day today out here in Michigan, so have everybody have a great day. Back to net, KC8KJO.
Thank you for being with us. Appreciate it. Go top of my list now to Jeff from Perrysburg, Ohio. Eyes aren't focusing this morning. KG8QP.
Hi, Vicky, everybody on the Brew crew. I live a sheltered life. I've never even heard of mushroom coffee, so put me down for no. Everybody up for a game, KJ8QP.
Oh, it is, buddy. Thank you for being with us this morning. Joe in Cerrito, Florida. I have trouble with that one too, Joe. KO4FRR, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Just remember, Kia Sorrento. This is Joe, KO4FRR, and I'm not really I'm a coffee drinker. I had a spurt of drinking coffee for about maybe a month or two, but I came off of it. But no, probably not the mushroom coffee. Some other flavor. That's tasty. Have a good one. KL4FR.
Thank you, Joe. Next up is Charles, W2CJM, Selden, New York. Good morning, Charles.
Morning, Mike.
and everybody on the crew. No, I have never tried mushroom coffee. Everybody have a great day, and thanks for doing the net.
Thank you for being here, Charles. Next up is John, KC1QPL.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone on the Brew crew. Hello to Vicky. KC1QPL. I had mushroom tea back in college. That was 40-some years ago. Back to you, sir. Have a great day. KC1QPL. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And you're one of the minority we've got on the board this morning. Yes, it's hard to come by. Thank you for being with us. Scott in Spring, Texas, KA2EEU.
Hey, good morning to everyone on the Brew crew. Mushroom coffee, absolutely not. Coffee by itself at best, but no mushroom coffee for me. KA2EEU. Have a good day.
Thank you for being here, Scott. This is Mike, K2CMT, along with Vicky, KE8BKY. Next up is Chris in Beaumont, Texas, WB5ITT.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Miss Vicky, and good morning to everybody on the Morning Brew from WB5ITT. I've never tried it, but I'm reading one of the medical pages right now on it, and it seems kind of interesting. I've put some other stuff in my coffee before, some turmeric. I cut back on sugar. Started using Splenda, but I recently got, after reading some a couple of studies done, that Splenda may actually increase your appetite, and I'm going, well, I don't need that. So I'm over on stevia now without the added stuff. I can never pronounce that. It's the raw stevia, and it's not as sweet, but what the heck. Anyhow, this looks kind of interesting. It's something I'm gonna have to try. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday morning. WB5ITT, back to that.
Thank you, Chris. I tell you, I never added anything to my coffee before it came out this thing called pumpkin spice, and I went over to the dark side on that. I do like that pumpkin spice during the season. Next up is Tony, one of our system facilitators, and the gentleman that can keep the pictures rolling on the YouTube from Homosassa, Florida, to KJB.
Morning, Mike, Vicky, everyone on the Morning Brew, Tony in Homosassa. It's 74 degrees outside. And I looked into the mushroom coffee, Mike, but never tried it. So have a great day. Back to you, Mike, W2, KJV.
Tony, and good seeing you on Zoom last night. Bob from Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U.
Morning, Mike. Vicky, I don't think I'd like mushroom coffee. I like my regular coffee and decaffeinated. I'm proud to say I've never set foot in a Starbucks, although I heard it's kind of expensive. Have a great day. KQ8U, back to that.
Well, thank you for being with us this morning, Bob. Appreciate it. Paul in Lancaster, New York, KE2CSU.
Paul in Lancaster, New York. Good morning to everybody in the Brew crew. Coffee for me, black only. Back to you.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you participating this morning. Jeff in Lewisburg, North Carolina, Norne. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning to you and everybody else on the brew. This is N0RNE. Oh, yes, I actually have had mushroom coffee, and my wife was using it for a little while, and it's actually okay for a substitute. I don't know if I'd do it all the time, but it does have good antioxidants. But with that, I'll turn it back over to Nick. This is N0RNE.
Thank you for joining us, Jeff. Anybody that adds something to the yes column is mostly welcome today, since you all are far and few between. Robert, Houston, Texas, KJ5 IMW. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, everybody on the crew. That'll be a no for me. No for me. KJ5 IMW, back to net control.
Thank you, Robert. Lewis in Houston, Texas, KJ5AXC. Good morning, Lewis.
Good morning. That's a no. You know, mushrooms are not for coffee. Maybe for salads. Maybe for cooking. Nope. Beans are for coffee. Nope, nope, nope. Back to net, KJ5AXC.
Lewis, don't forget the pumpkin spice now, buddy. Brian in Rockholes, Kentucky, KQ4ZGF. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Vicky. Yes, I have tried some mushroom coffee. I believe it's called Rise, RYZE was the brand name. I wasn't a big fan, but I've had worse coffee, so I don't know. There's a really good hot chocolate brand called OM, that has mushrooms in it. It's also real good. Lots of nice benefits from some of the, like, turkey tail and lion's mane mushrooms. That's good stuff. But I don't know, it's not great coffee. Anyway, that's it. Back to net control.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Brian. Next up is Joe from West Seneca, New York, AJ0EF.
Vicky and the rest of the Brew crew. No, never had mushroom coffee. Something else. Put a good old big dollop of butter in there and and emulsify it and all the extra good fats. With that, I'll turn it back to net control, AJ0EF.
Thank you for being here. Next up is Daryl from Ibsen, New Hampshire, WB1DXN.
Vicky and Mike and the rest of the Brew crew this morning. Hope everybody's going to have a good day, and I haven't had a cup of coffee yet, but boy, mushroom coffee, that's the psychedelic mushrooms. Maybe I need one of those once in a while, just boost my energy once in a while, after getting up. Everybody have a safe day, safe travels out there on the road, whoever might be. God bless. WB1 DXN, clear back to net control.
Thank you, Daryl. Perry in Leesburg, Florida, K4PJM. Good morning, Perry.
Good morning to everybody. Everybody in the morning Brew crew. Yep. No, I don't like mushrooms in the first place, so mixing it with coffee is probably not going to help my taste buds at all. So, big no for me. Good job with the Brew crew, everybody. K4PJM, back to net.
Thank you, Perry, for participating this morning. Let me remind everyone that coming Thursday in the Zoom room at 8 p.m., we'll have a presentation being provided by Carlos and Alex from Aeronautical Mobile, and should be a very interesting presentation. Carlos says it's going to be lighthearted and entertaining, and if you ever talk to the man, you realize just how funny he is. So I'm sure it's going to be just that. So I hope you can join us in the Zoom room Thursday evening at 8 p.m. New stations wishing to join the Morning Brew. Come now, please, twice and slowly.
Hotel India Foxtrot, Athens, Georgia. Hotel India Foxtrot, Athens, Georgia. In and out, we got cleaning people coming today. W9HIF.
So India 5, Oscar Whiskey Alpha, KI5OWA.
November Whiskey 4, Quebec, NW.
KR4 CKC, KR4 CKC.
Kilo 4, Kilo 5, Yankee November uniform, K5, YNU, Mobile.
RG, Kilo 2, Tango, Romeo, Golf. Good morning, Mike. Long time no see.
Victor Alpha 3, Los Angeles, Juliet. Victor Alpha 3, Los Angeles, Juliet. Papa 2, Golf, Golf. November, Papa 2, Golf, Golf.
Okay.
Whiskey Delta 8, Kilo Lima Lima, Whiskey Delta 8, Kilo Lima Lima.
Okay, let's say hold it up right there. Take advantage of letting Greg in last there. WD8KLL, MP2GG, Doug, KTJ, Jancic, Bob, KD2TRG, Bill, KF0MHN, K5YN, K4CKC, NW4Q, KI5OWA, and W9HIF. Leland was in and out from Athens, Georgia. Thank you for waving a hand, Leland. Let me pick up my mobile stations. K5YNU, Bill Florin, and from Conroe, Texas. Question of the day is, do you drink or have you tried mushroom coffee?
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, everyone on the Morning Brew crew. Put me down for no on both questions. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blessed day. K5YNU.
Thank you, Florin. No, it is. Let me go to the top of my list to Joe, Amarillo, Texas, KI5OWA. Good morning, Joe.
No, I don't drink mushrooms in my coffee. I'd rather eat them on my hamburger. It's a chilly day, windy, chilly day here for our beginning of the day, and on my way home from work. So back to you from KI5OWA.
Thank you for being with me this morning, Joe. Jim and Trish from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. Good morning, guys.
Hey, Trish says no, and it'll be the same for me. Hope y'all have a nice day.
Well, thank you for being here, both of you, and I hope you have a nice day as well. KR4CKC, Bill in Ocala, Florida. Good morning, Bill.
KR4C, Casey. And I'll cook with mushrooms, and I'll put them in my salad, but I do not drink. That's a big negative.
Well, thank you for participating this morning, Bill. It's always good to have you here. Coming in on the text line is Bill from East Bethel, Minnesota, KF0MHN.
Put me down as Bill. This is KF0MHN. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, Bob, I just said I haven't heard from you lately, Bob. KD2TRG, good morning. KD2TRG, are you still with me, Bob? Let's move along to VA3KTCJ, Chensick from LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everyone on the net. This is VA3KTJ. Put me down for now for the first question. Mushroom is not for my coffee. That's I think. Have a great day, everyone. That's the net control 53 all. This is VA3KTJ.
Thank you, Chensick. Next up is M. Nancy Papa 2 GG, Doug in New Hartford, Connecticut.
Hello, everybody. Currently portable in Stowe, Vermont for the week. And no, I've never tried mushroom coffee. I'm not even a coffee drinker. It's tea for me. Have a great day, everybody. NP2GG.
Thank you for joining us, Doug. Next up is Greg from Burton, Michigan, WD8KLL.
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everybody on the net. No, that'd be a no for me. I have not, although I do like mushrooms, but I have not tried it in my coffee. Back to net.
Thank you, Greg. Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, AM4CTB. Good morning, Donnie.
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach. I'm a definite no on the mushroom coffee, Mike. Thanks for doing that. Have a great day. KM4CTB.
Well, thank you for joining us, Donnie, and your note sounds real good. K2IV, Kevin in Syracuse, New York. Good morning, Kevin.
And a very good morning to you, Mike and Vicky, and all on the Brew crew this morning. No, I'm sorry. My wife accuses me of not being adventurous when it comes to my cuisine. Mushroom coffee just does not sound appealing to me in any way. I'm not a huge coffee drinker anyway. I have one each morning, and that's about it. But in any event, you got to put me on the negative list. Everybody have a great day. It was nice chatting. And Doug, good morning to you. K2IV.
Well, Kevin, your wife probably is right. You ought to be listening to her. You know, you can't come by saying yes, ma'am. New stations wishing to join us. We got about 11 minutes left. Come on aboard. Let me go ahead and kind of clear the airways here a little bit. See how much trouble I can give Vicky's ears. Stations wishing to be in and out only. Come now.
Victor Kilo 3, Foxtrot Sierra Tango. Victor Kilo 3, Foxtrot Sierra Tango. In and out.
N5NXS, November 5, November X-ray Sierra.
Kilo 1, Oscar, Japan, K10J.
Bravo, in and out. The Bravo station, that's all we heard. The Bravo station, come again, please.
3, Kilo, Foxtrot, Bravo, Germany, 3, Kilowatt, Florida, Brazil.
Long pause there. Any Echo Link or digital stations? Echo Link or digital stations? You can come in.
Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Romeo. Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 0, Golf, Quebec. Kilo Charlie 0, Golf, Alpha, Quebec.
Golf Mike 0, Charlie Sierra November, Echo.
Okay, let's got room for a couple more. General check-ins. Come now, please.
November Oscar 2, November Oscar. Whiskey 3, United NW3U. KB3SNM, KB3SNM.
Golf Mike 0, Charlie Sierra November 4. Golf Mike 0, Charlie Sugar Nancy Portable. Good afternoon, good morning. The call time here is Golf Mike 0, Charlie Sierra November. Germany, Mexico 0, Charlie Sugar Nancy Portable, okay?
Okay, we had you already, Robert. So let me acknowledge the station. Steve, KQ4RCZ. Bob, KB3SNM, one of our system facilitators in the junkyard dog. David, NW3U. John, NO2N. Robert, GM0CSN. Mark, W5MHG. Jeff, KC0GAQ. Bill from Fayetteville, North Carolina, KE4DER. In and out stations, Dale, N5CLE, Nick, G3KFB, Owen, K10J, Paul, N5NXS, Sam, VK3FST. Now let me go down here and pick up the stations that stuck around for a moment. Bill in Fayetteville, North Carolina, KE4DER. Question of the day, do you drink or have you ever tried mushroom coffee?
KE4DER, back to you. I've never tried coffee, no desire to. I like mushrooms on pizza and in omelets, but not in coffee, I would not imagine. I drank, probably 12, 15 cups of coffee a day. The doctor told me not to drink so much coffee, so now I sip it. But anyway, have a blessed day. Thank you for calling the net today. KE4DER back to you from Fayetteville on the portable handheld.
Well, thank you for joining us, Bill. And sipping, it seems like the proper thing to do in your case. Next up is Jeff from Cortland, New York, KC0GAQ.
Morning, everyone. The answer to me is I drink lots of coffee, but none of it's mushrooms, so that would be a no for me. Anyway, KC0GAQ, back to the net. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Next up is my favorite blonde. She's brought along her master, Mark, W5M. Good morning, Gracie.
Good morning, W5MH3. Gracie says, bow wow yippee-yi-yay with the cone of shame on. She'll eat mushrooms anywhere. No coffee and mushrooms here, that's for sure, with 44 degrees in the backyard. Gracie says, bow wow yippee-yi-yay from the land of enchantment. But we'll take mushrooms in that text line, 73.
Thank you, Mark. Hope Gracie's getting on better soon. Robert from Hamilton, Scotland. GM0CSN. Good morning, Robert.
Yeah, good morning to everyone there from Central Scotland. I'm just saying there, mushroom coffee, never even heard of it. Like my mushrooms, and as one of your nations said there, quite like mushrooms on pizzas there, but I'd never ever thought of having mushroom coffee there. I suppose anything is possible. Spent many years at the end of my working life there, going to and from China there, and out there they pretty much anything, so nothing would surprise me. There. Great to talk to you all there through, I think it's the Alaska conference in there. Very currently interested in talking on this one. Is generally following on television there on Netflix. A series about your, I think it's Alaska, I can't remember what the airline's called. Alaska, it's up in Alaska anyhow. All the smallest aircraft, and doing the various flying towns with a little landing strips here. Very interesting program there. Didn't realise how rural most of Alaska was there, so best of luck to you, but it sounds like it's a very rough and ready area.
John from Petersonburg, New York, N02N. Good morning, John. N02N, are you still with me, John? How about David, NW3U, North Carolina?
Good morning to you and everybody else on the Morning Brew, NW3. Mushroom coffee, huh? Yeah, we'll take a pass on that. Everybody have a good day. Thanks for getting me in here late today, NW3U.